And we're live. All right. Live from Winchester, Wisconsin.
Are we really live?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
All right. Yeah.
We're just all like, and all of a sudden she goes,
it's live.
we're live.
Here we are. And okay, there's some announcements because obviously there's people
There's a spot missing here.
Luke, however, is actually missing because he has a downed power line in his driveway.
So he's got this super long driveway, and it's in this middle
of
of the forest, and then
and
the trees fall and pull down the wires, and
yeah.
So he's running on a generator.
Yep. So he's genuinely, indisposed at this
He's got a good
moment.
excuse, I guess.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
This time.
No power and a 3-month-old baby.
Yeah.
Better stay home with mama.
So yeah,
that's a good choice. So you're stuck with us.
Yeah. Jake will be up in a minute. We are waiting for his return so that he can tell you all about BU and what he and Luke saw last week and what they got to play with last week. And I am really excited about two things. Of course, you mostly know that I have B990 on reserve for me, and I saw it first time.
It's gorgeous.
I am so excited.
I'm excited too.
I know.
Because they made one for me now.
Okay.
All right. We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about it. Yeah. Woo! But I was telling Maddie this morning that I have 2 quilts that have 12-inch finished blocks in them. And that new giant hoop will do a 12-inch block quilted in the hoop. So
right.
As soon as one comes in here, I'm going to be playing with it.
Good. Because then you can teach us all how to do it.
So Jake will have more information about that. But the big thing that they came back with that they were excited about is the Bernina.
My machine.
That machine. Yes,
machine.
Yes. And I played with that yesterday too.
So did I.
It's a Bernina B08.
It's a Bernina. I call it a Bernina.
It's heavy like a Bernina. It's built like a Bernina. It has a Bernina type
I'm a little this much like crabby that they didn't name it a Bernina, but it's because of where it's made, I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. The best part about it is it's available that we can ship to anybody. So that's a good thing. So we can sell these across the country, across the world, whatever. We can sell them.
Yeah.
So that is the best thing about the machine, not being a Bernina, because Berninas are territorial. You can't sell on the internet or anywhere, but
so this opens a different market for
so if you
and all of you
follow us and you want to buy from us, you can buy this machine from us and we'll ship it to you. And you're gonna love it. I love it.
I played with it yesterday.
Tell you what the best thing about it is.
Okay, tell me the best thing.
Not yet.
Your
when
best.
When Jake's here.
All right. So
here he is.
I gotta sit in the middle.
Yes,
you guys
this is your show
today. Yeah.
My show.
We're just sidekicks.
Yeah.
I've been running around.
You have been
doing everything that's not my job so far today. But we're getting there.
Yeah.
That's not a term here. Not my job. We don't do that.
No.
Yep. If people can't make it in and things need to be done, we'll take care.
We'll figure it out.
Okay. Can I do something like a little contraband here first before?
Please.
You can do whatever you want, Barb.
Okay. All right. Well, 2 years ago, they introduced the 790 plus and the 880 plus.
Yep.
And I started working with you and Jake.
You mean Luke?
You and Luke.
Me and myself?
You and yourself and I. So today,
it's one of those things. Once you get a certain age, your mind thinks of one, and
what? It's a core bell. Thank you, Barb.
Is it our 2-year anniversary? That's what you're saying? And
Yeah.
Luke missed this, huh?
Luke's missing it.
Luke.
I brought champagne.
Wow. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Even chilled. Of course and I do have an opener.
Nice. We'll just use the counter or the tabletop.
But it's been 2 years since I've been working with these gentlemen, and it's been.
Oh, we love every moment of it.
I think
been a great addition to our team.
we've had a lot of fun.
Heck yeah.
I think we've had a lot of fun,
Yep.
and I think we're just starting to make some really big inroads into getting some people better education.
Well, it just wasn't built in a day. You have to figure it all out and find the right people in the right spot and dedicated people that are willing to show up.
Well, I mean, we never had a machine dealership before.
Right.
So this is all brand new territory for us. You know, I've never had experience sewing on machines, fixing them, anything, you know, until 3 years ago. So
so
we're doing the best we can.
Yeah,
I think
and
we're doing pretty good.
Just so you know, your director said to me that she was so impressed with you and Luke at BU and how you handled everything. I mean, she's
we're
like,
professional.
Those guys got it. They got it going on, Lisa. I was so proud of them. And and about how you knew things about that machine that she didn't know, and she's the district manager. So you had some suggestions for something.
I think it helps when we're really excited about the
product. And you use the machines. Yeah. Whereas a lot of dealers just sell them. They don't use them.
Yeah, that's the main thing with the Q series that we brought into you know, primitive gathering. Is like we can't sell them if we can't use them. Right. It makes us more better and knowledgeable in that field if we know what we're doing. Right. So
and you guys got that going on. Right. Good. I mean, you got that nailed down. So she was impressed with you. She gave me some
BU was awesome this year. Detroit is an amazing city. So it was a lot of fun. There's a lot of banquets and dinners and like food and like.
So you partied hard, right?
No. Didn't go to bed once. Intoxicated.
Okay. Well, I didn't say that. I mean, you can
party hard. I mean,
you can have a good time.
Well, I mean, every event that Bernina puts on, you get free drink tickets.
And it's over the top.
And then you have a bunch of other people there that are just handing away their free drink tickets. You know, it's just like.
So you showed constraint. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it was great.
Good job.
We had a wonderful time.
Good. Yeah. So what's the biggest thing you learned this BU? Can you think of one thing?
I've learned that. Well, we know now that Bernina has a top-of-the-line machine in every category now, especially
with the 990.
Especially the 990, but with the straight stitch machine.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. I mean, the 990 is awesome. I am super thrilled about that. The thing looks like a spaceship. You know what it reminds me of? It's like it doesn't photograph. The color doesn't photograph well, but it's like a pearl white, like the Denali used
like
to
the
be.
Denali is.
Yeah. I mean, it like the fit and finish.
So it's not stark.
No,
it's
not
plastic.
It's not flat,
plain white. It's got an iridescence to it.
The fit and finish on these machines are just second to none. I mean,
so they're sexy, is what you're saying.
Okay. And I think if you get a nice table to put it in, like
that gray one that I said, did you order one of those?
Yeah.
I want a gray table for the gathering. Is that being petty? I heard that somebody's getting the other one.
Perhaps, maybe.
Yep. But no, the whole Bernina event staff, the whole Bernina training staff, all of our district managers, I mean, everybody from Bernina is so helpful.
They are.
You know, I mean, if you have a question, you don't know something, like they will go out of your way to help facilitate.
It reminds me of my Moda family.
Yeah, I mean, they're just wonderful people that, I mean, it's a great family to be a part of. And I think it makes the future super exciting with where we are and where we're headed. So I know that me and Luke are super stoked. Just ready to get the second half of the year going, you know.
Do they know when the next one is so I can put it on my calendar so my staff doesn't plan a whole week-long retreat?
The next one is, I think it's June 24th. That week. Okay. And it's in Salt Lake City this year.
Yay! So. We like Salt Lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got some mountains and we got some awesome stuff to do as well.
Yeah, Jake went there as a high schooler.
Yeah.
With me and Nick.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I love Salt Lake City though. It's an awesome city.
Yeah, it is.
Super clean. What?
Somebody asked if you were my kid.
Heidi?
Me?
Yeah.
You?
Yeah. And then is Luke the other
He's
son?
my kid. This is number 3, and Luke is number 2.
Sir down, son.
I wasn't any type of way about it.
Don't we look alike? No. He looks like his father.
Yep.
He's got his father's coloring, but I think he's got.
Well,
I'm half of both of you.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you like the knee tattoo?
You haven't probably showed your knees lately, huh?
No. Gotta get another
it's
one.
warm and humid today.
I am
here.
sweating. I've
Yeah,
been running.
it's
I
like
got
you
my
walking
steps in
in
today. That's
You
for
did?
sure.
Yeah. So.
All right, we're gonna show them the machine, or what's next?
I didn't know if we did already.
We did.
No,
We're
it's all
waiting for
yours.
you.
All yours.
All right.
Drum roll.
All right.
All right. Look at how sexy it is.
I am telling you, this is. I've never been excited about a straight stitch machine.
Let me tell you how excited Barb is. Barb pre-ordered a 990, and then she also pre-ordered a Bo8.
Well, because they're two different things.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
In your arsenal, it's like two different
Yeah.
things that do two different things.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, when I saw Jake doing the canvas,
Yes.
For bag making?
holy buckets,
Yeah.
because I like making bags.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you
I'll
start
sit back and
explaining
relax.
we'll
Yeah.
throw in our 2 cents.
Yeah.
Me?
You.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is Bernina's new Bo8 straight stitch only machine. This thing is awesome. They did a speed test with it. Quilt Tony made a jelly roll quilt in like 38 minutes or something on this thing. So this thing flies. It stitches at 1,600 stitches per minute. It's got a powerful DC motor.
Feed straight.
Yeah, it feeds nice and straight. These feed dogs are super close together.
Like a half inch from outside to outside.
Yeah, it's
so
awesome.
that is
You have a
like
dual action pressure foot here too, so like down and then up. But if you're working on real thick stuff, you can go up even more, right? So that's like an awesome little feature. The bobbins are gigantic compared to the Juki bobbins. I believe it's like around 40% more thread capacity that they have. So that's a good feature. It's very simple to thread. It's very simple to oil and service. This little stitch plate comes off here, and you have access all the way into your bobbin area, into here, right?
nice wide openings.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
You know, I can get my big hands in there. So
everything is metal. The bobbins are metal.
Yep. It comes with two different stitch plates. One is a finer stitch plate for working with finer materials, and then another one is a thicker one where you can put a bigger needle in it and you can sew that canvas. So they give you a bunch of options there to kind of set you up for success depending on whatever you're doing.
So I have a question. So can you run this while this is still threaded?
I believe so.
Okay. It's fairly new, so we don't know all the features yet.
This is one of 16 that's in the United States right now, and we got one. So I had to carry this thing through the Detroit airport. Yeah, and I looked pretty goofy.
I've done that before.
Well, it was brand new in the box, and I was just carrying it through the airport.
When I got my
Yeah, again, had all the logos on the side and everything.
I'm surprised you didn't have little ladies following you.
Right?
Be like,
Yeah.
sir, where are you going with that?
Yeah, you have your stitch length adjuster right here, which is super awesome. Press your foot pressure. It's just a basic machine. It's a basic
all it does
straight
is
stitch
sew
machine,
straight.
but it is smooth.
Here's your fast and slow, so it does go slow if you need it to go slow or fast or in between. And then I didn't read about the bobbin thing here yet, but I think that will run.
Yep.
I got a thing that will run here.
separately.
And then it has needle up and needle down.
Yep.
And it has thread cutter here. Or did you bring the thread putter?
Yeah, the thread.
Yeah.
Or the okay,
Got it.
I got
All
it.
right. Knee lift. All right.
It's about 30 pounds.
33, 34 pounds. It's a little heavier than the Juki's, but it's bigger. It's got a bigger throat space, bigger platform all the way around. So
look at this. This is the foot pedal, right?
can't miss it.
Big area here, and this is your cutter. And this can be mounted on the right or the left side. So depending on what you want, it can go either way. So that is cool. So those of you who had the Juki's and you didn't like that the thread cutter is on the like a heel cut, that this doesn't have that. And what's really nice is this foot pedal has a low profile, so it's not has a big incline like the Juki did too. And I don't want to say that the Juki this or this is better than the Juki or not. What we really have here is a new version, a new machine with a lot of the features that the Juki has for sewing straight. Like this is so perfect for piecing little pieces that it's going to be amazing for if you are a quilter and you sew like I do. This is the machine.
What I'm really excited for is for her to get on this thing and use it. I think that if you follow what she does, I mean, this machine, I think will be.
Yeah, I'm a diehard. Like I'll sew on my Juki until Bernina has something right, because I'm not gonna not do what I do, and this is it, right? So now we are a full Bernina dealership, and they have a machine that I can use for what I do, and the price is a little more than the Juki. I think the Juki's retail for $12.99, and this is the lowest we can sell this for is $19.99. All right, but we can service these, we can ship them all over. They have a lot more different improved features over the Juki, but I bet any money it's made in the same factory.
I wouldn't.
Nope.
I would lay money on it.
Nope.
I wouldn't assume that.
No. But
I
would bet.
But here's the scenario with these. Supply on these things are going to be very limited. Okay, so what we're doing now is if you've been to our website yet, it is open for pre-order. Okay, and it's kind of first come, first serve. You can put a deposit down or you can pay in full for it, and they're going to be delivered or sent out in the order that they're paid for.
And they're not to arrive until the middle of September.
Yes. So if we take a bunch of pre-orders and we order 50 of them, we might not get all 50 of them, right?
Right away, the first shipment.
So supply is going to be very limited. So if you want one, pre-order it
and pay for it.
Pay for it now.
But if you're in no rush, then put I think it's $200 down payment on it, and then it'll hold your spot for when it comes in.
Correct.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And I mean, it's super exciting. I think that this is going to be.
And here's
awesome.
Here's what I love about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. You know, I love my Jukis, but my Juki sounds like a train when you're sewing with it.
Oh,
this
because you don't service it and you don't oil it.
I do too.
Don't let her lie to you. She doesn't.
I give it. I take care of it. Not maybe
in her
but anyways,
own way.
This has a nice feeling to it.
Yeah,
like it's mellow.
It's smooth.
It's
and
smooth.
It can go
fast.
It's smooth and fast.
Yes, and it tracks so nice.
Thread cutter cuts instantly.
Yeah, it doesn't have to sing you a song before it cuts.
If you're like her, well, all you want to do is jam stuff through, and we have given her 3 790 Pros, and she still, can't do it.
I can use that for other things, but not piece it.
Yes, yeah.
We finally got something that's going to be in front of her.
See this?
I'm going to throw away all her Jukis so that she has to use this.
Oh, you don't have to.
No.
Okay, yesterday when I was working with this, all right, I don't know how we can see this. All right, this is the knee lift, right? And on the top of the knee lift, it has an adjustment because the table that I was working on, that we didn't have it set up right.
Oh, I get it.
So I couldn't use this because it didn't go in. It was too short. But then I noticed this can be adjusted.
Perfect.
These people are so smart.
Swiss.
Yeah.
Swiss
design. Yeah. It's kind of like me and my magic wand. I'm sorry. Yeah. But I was looking at the optional. You get to choose one or the other sets of sewing stuff.
Yeah.
And
so that's what they're talking about here.
That's what they're talking about here. These. Yep.
So one is sewing.
One is
quilting.
Yep.
Right.
And the sewing one is probably what I would get because it's got an invisible zipper foot. It's got this one is the one. That's the quilting one. This is
the leather thing too.
Yeah, the leather wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, I have most of these feet for my Berninas, but I mean, this is so convenient because there's one for using with vinyl, leather.
Box.
It all fits in the box. There's a binder attachment for, putting binding on things. It's got some really nice feet to go with the DIY. The quilting side of it also has some really nice featured feet with, you know, the different, like a closed foot, an open foot,
quarter-inch foot.
Quarter-inch foot.
Yeah, the Juki didn't come with a quarter-inch foot.
That's what was on there yesterday when I was working on it, and it was
this
accurate.
Is the open foot.
Yeah,
but it has
the bladed foot.
Yeah, it has the blade on here.
Yep.
On one of them. Yeah.
Yep. And that I worked with that yesterday, making a block.
I don't know where it is.
It's probably sitting over there.
How awesome is it to run triangle paper?
Oh my God.
Yes.
It was. I didn't even pin.
No.
I didn't pin. Didn't have to, because those feed dogs just.
Right.
They have a grab.
It's huge.
Yeah.
Difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. So, yeah. I mean, I love my big machines, but this was.
Telescopes up and down.
Yeah.
Blows right in my face.
Yeah.
On the screen.
But yeah, I turned the stitch length down, and it's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, I was once again shocked, but yeah.
No.
Did you say it was a single hole plate?
Yes.
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 Everything is a single hole.
Everything's
Yep.
a single hole.
It doesn't zigzag.
With
It
the
does
quilting, with this quilting foot right here, this free
You can
motion
do free
quilting
motion.
foot. One of the cool things that it comes with is another stitch plate, and so this stitch plate is thicker, so it rides over the feed dog, so there's no feed dog drop.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
This plate replaces your other one, and it covers the stitch plate, so you can do free motion quilting on it
without dropping the feed dogs.
Oh, yes.
And changing that plate would be super simple, because this just comes off like this. You do those two screws.
All comes with the.
So they made it very
necessary
accessible to
Yep.
change. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Do you know what this little thing does here?
That's where you put your seam guide on, I believe.
Oh, okay.
The adjustable seam guide.
Yep.
Yep.
So if you want to like quilt like
Yeah.
exact 3-inch lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm super excited. You see this smile? Yes, finally.
Now we're gonna see that product placement of the Bo8 and all the Stitch videos, right?
Yes, for sure.
Right. Instead of me watching those things.
But how are we gonna do that when you want it in your showroom and I want it in my cabinet?
Hey, I will move it to anywhere you want to shoot a video on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I'll even take it to your house.
I don't want to ask him for another one right away.
Well, we can't get another one yet. We were lucky
Yeah.
we got this one. We had to pull some strings and smooth talk some people in order to.
Made me laugh. See, thinking about you walking through the airport with it.
I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't get on that plane without that machine.
Well, they kept telling me this is oversized. It needs to go to international on the big block. And I'm looking at all these suitcases that they're checking. And I'm like, well, what about that suitcase? And what about that suitcase? And like, so I had to walk up and down the Detroit airport trying to figure out where to go with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, me in airports, not a fun thing. 'Cause I'm sweating, you know, like I'm just
Yeah.
hungry. Like,
It's not good. Not a good.
Cotton for me. Put up her thing. All right. So here's the deal. If you have a hard time stitching little, you know, like 1-inch pieces or something like that, your feed dogs are probably farther apart. It is essential that those feed dogs are nice and close together so it feeds those pieces in nicely.
Yep.
Like, honest to God, deal breaker, right? So I can't do it. I couldn't. I love that 790 Pro and all what it did. I mean, it can quilt your quilt. It can do all the things, but it can't. It can sew big pieces, but it can't sew little pieces. And you know how I am. I like little pieces.
it can.
Okay.
I spent last week sewing little pieces, but it would have been
Not at the rate
easier.
I sewed
It would
them.
have been easier
And then
with this.
And then when you want to cut, it's like a 5-second melody.
There's a delay.
So Bernina is also coming out with a 735 patchwork edition that's made for small piecing. It's a 7 series, right? So you have that
big
bigger
throat.
platform,
Yeah.
but you have the 5.5 millimeter feed dogs.
Right. And we're not bashing nothing. We're just saying what we like and what we don't like and what we need personally.
If you're used to a certain thing, you know, it's hard to switch platforms when you're used to a certain thing, like her, for instance,
Yes,
right?
no, I couldn't do it.
So, I mean, now, like I said before, now Bernina has that machine in every
category. Yep.
now.
Yep, we've got the air thread sergers, we've got the straight stitch machines, the Q-matics. There's something for everyone.
Yeah,
And
the sound is a lot quieter and softer and smoother than the Juki version. But when you video it, it enhances the sound of the machine. So when I heard it sewing on the video that those guys did, I'm like, oh, it sounds like a train. But
well, it was a small room. There's also 10 of these other ones.
When you're on the machine, honest to God, it sews nice and smooth and quiet. And it'll even be better if you have it in your cabinet.
Yep. So I mean, they're already in the process of making inserts for them, tables, all of that stuff, right? So you'll be able to get a Sew Steady insert or a horn table for it with the insert. So we have all the information on that as well. All that's coming out too, because to put this in a cabinet is something you want to do. Any machine in a cabinet is better than on a tabletop, right? I know that they give you
check out this table.
It's a nice table.
Yeah. So they give you the giant slide on table, and one of the best features I think that these ones have are the legs on them now, right? Because the other Bernina ones just slide over free arm cover, right?
Yeah. This is more
right.
This
so this
is
gives
steady.
you more points of contact on your table if you were to not have it in a cabinet.
So if you are taking it on retreat with you, this is a beautiful tabletop to take along.
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or you get a Sew Steady table.
Yep.
Yeah. Or so
easy.
So easy. I always say Sew Steady, but it's so easy.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
So easy to say Sew Steady.
So easy to say it Sew Steady. Yeah.
So easy to say.
I have both. I have all.
Cheryl has a question for you.
Okay.
Would there be any type of stitch regulation if you're going to do free motion?
Nope.
You're the regulation.
Yep.
Yep.
There's only
the
so many features
kind.
we can put on this, and they want.
Yeah, if you want the regulation, you got to go to the 790 Pros and above, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean 5 series and above.
5 series and above.
Yeah.
Okay. And just a note for those of you who are interested in something new, since we're talking about new stuff, July and August there are a whole bunch of sales.
Yes.
Okay.
We have some flyers downstairs. We'll be showing that off in future versions of our lives, and there's a lot of things
that are. So if they want to
pre-order,
like if they want to pre-order the 990, if they want to pre-order this, what do they have to do?
call us.
Call us.
Call us is the best way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or go on the website.
You can go on the website.
Pre-order.
You can add it to the cart and do it that way, but just give us a call. That's probably the easiest way.
Yeah.
Because don't they? So what if they want both of those? We don't know some pricing yet, do we? On some
we're not set on the pricing on these yet, but both of these will be available. You get the choice of either one that comes with the machine. So when you call us to pre-order it, just make a note of which one that you want, so we make sure that we get those. But we're gonna have both of them available. I think both of them are, would be awesome to have.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So,
and we will do a video going over everything on the machine. We're just telling you about it now, kind of off the cuff here, because it's so brand new and so
we're excited.
But we will sit down and do a thorough video on everything it does, how to put the bobbin in, how to wind the bobbin, how to use the needle threader, all those things. Once we spend some time with it and get a handle on all that, because it is new to us as well.
Can you talk about the difference between Bernina, where that's made? Can you do that?
Yeah, so Bernettes are made in Taiwan.
Thailand.
And the Bernina, and some of the Berninas are even made in Thailand as well. And I think the 7 series and 9 series and the Q series are made in Switzerland. Everything is
Bernina owned.
Everything is Bernina owned. Everything is designed by Bernina. They work hand in hand with each other. All the Bernettes are great machines. I think that when people think that they're made in Thailand, they think that they're not made by Bernina. But what Bernina actually did was pick up one of their Switzerland plants and literally ship it.
On a barge.
And set it up there. So all the tooling and everything is the same. So,
yes, the quality assurance is the same.
And it's just like a step, not a step down, but like price points are for the Bernettes are different than
so like again, Bernina has to make a competitive machine in every category, right? So Bernina, they just brand their, how do I want to say this?
consumer, more
Yeah, I mean,
beginning
you can get a
sewer
Bernina for
product.
around
Like
$500 to $3,000, right? So that's that entry level, and then Berninas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
Did
what
we
I'm
talk
saying?
about price yet?
Yes.
We did?
Yes.
Okay. So they really retail for $3,000. But right? $2,999 is the suggested retail, and then we can go down. We can offer lowest price at $1,999.
I'm unaware of what you're talking about.
Oh.
$2,000 is the price on these machines.
Okay, that's just what I was
Okay.
told.
Oh, well.
I didn't hear
anyway.
that information, but I know what we're selling them for. $199.99.
Yeah.
1999.
$2,000.
Yeah.
It's going to be $2 something plus tax.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
And then if you order it to be shipped, we will throw in shipping as well.
Okay.
Woo!
Now,
Awesome.
my next question, did we talk about the points program with the machines yet?
No, I don't know nothing about that.
Okay. Well, that's more to come on that.
Yeah.
So you're going to have some loyalty points on machines?
I think so. And I think
Okay.
we're even going to do it for the Q series as well.
Oh, wow.
There's rumors adrift.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
For repeating customers. So when they trade in and buy new machines and
Yep.
Okay, I get it.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we just started that whole
Loyalty
program,
program.
and I think that we're going to offer that for the machines.
Participate.
As well.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, yes. Carrying this machine to retreats.
Easy
If
peasy. Let's go.
If you just got to put it into the tutu or whatever
Yep.
luggage you
Yep,
get
and-
for it. And here's the deal. If you love a machine so much, it don't matter. It's going to retreat.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've taken my 790.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, it's what I got.
And I guarantee you there's people at these retreats that will help you.
Pull it in
Pull
and
it
pull it
in,
out.
pull it
Yeah.
on the-
If you
on
can't,
your-
if
on
you have
your
a weight
table.
restriction
Yeah.
or whatever, or you
Mhm.
can't
I
possibly.
know we will help you out here. That's for
Yes,
sure.
Yeah.
for
So,
sure.
Yeah.
All day long.
All right. What else
All
do we
right.
have to talk about?
All right.
There's a
Question?
for you, Barb.
For me?
Yep.
Okay.
It is here.
Okay. Which foot do I need for the Embroidery 101 class? Thursday. Thanks. Okay. All right. Embroidery 101, we will be using the 26 foot. It's looks kind of like one of these with a little springy
Yep.
on it.
26 or 26L,
Yeah.
depending on what machine you have.
So it looks kind of like that, it's got a spring on it. So that should have come with your embroidery module. And a lot of times people miss it if they haven't unpacked everything because it comes in this little brown box. So if you have a little brown box,
we have some here if you can't find it or anything like that. So we got you back.
Make sure you don't forget about your beautiful quilts here.
We have a little quilt in the back.
background.
Yes,
I haven't been here for a week. I don't know.
Yeah. This is Suzanne Huff, and it's got a little bit of a different quilt design on it.
Yeah,
and
I've never seen that one. It looks like little belt buckles.
Yeah.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. I think we've done that one before, but I don't know what it's called.
You know, I will say this, that Flower Garden Gathering line is still one of my favorites that you've designed. The yellows, the chromes in there. I mean, and it's almost like it's not printed on a white fabric.
It's not. It's printed on tan.
Tan. That's why those colors just hit me right. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
They glow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
They glow.
Yeah.
Two favorites.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, that's gorgeous.
Yeah. Cute little quilt. Very well done. Okay, one other thing that we had happen while I was gone last week because I was sick. I had pneumonia. Ugh. These guys were gone looking at new machines.
Yeah, we're
And-
very short staffed.
Yeah. But we had an incident where I think we tried steaming somebody's project so we could put it into the quilt frame better. And some of the red fabric ran. So I know that the situation has kind of been taken care of, but I want to warn you, ladies, especially if you have some fabric that you aren't sure is color fast, to please wash, dry, starch, make sure that you aren't going to run into a situation where, it's been taken care of, but not fun.
Click on
Oh, so
that
you
Fun
steamed
for Me
something
one,
and it ran?
top
all?
one.
Yeah.
Did you try?
Yeah, show that.
Did you try some hydrogen peroxide?
I don't know how they fixed it, but yeah, it's.
This is awesome. If you need any help, any random questions, give us a call. Yeah. And I know that we're going to be doing a lot more YouTube videos on stuff. But yeah, that's awesome. If you have any Q Series questions, give us a call. Even if you didn't purchase it from us, we're here to help. It doesn't take much for me to walk you guys through, whether it's designing, servicing, any of those little things on the Q Series, Q-matic, all of that stuff. Right?
Yeah.
So
And
that's awesome. Thank you.
in addition to them doing more videos on their Q-matic stuff, I will be working with some new people on some serger projects, and we will be getting a little serger club hopefully going.
Yeah, because and we can house all these on our YouTube channel under different things.
I did Kaylee a couple weeks ago, and we were still editing between her and me. And
so some of our videos can be found on Stitch with Lisa Bongean on YouTube. So if you are unfamiliar with that, go there and, spend some time there while you're sewing or whatever. Just let it run while you're sewing and just go through some of those videos. And if something appeals to you, then you pay really good attention. Yeah. But if not, just, let it run while you're sewing, and who knows what you'll learn.
Could learn something.
I mean, like, I'm going to do a video on how to cut bias binding and why we would put bias binding, why we would make bias binding, and why not. So somebody has asked me that because I did that in my retreat last week. So we'll be doing a video on that as well. So we're all here trying to share as much of our knowledge with you guys as possible. So we appreciate you hanging out here, and how you can help us with that to encourage us is, like and subscribe and tell your friends all about what we do here if you find it interesting.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Is it prize time?
Prize time.
Prize patrol.
And we have the best prizes. Right, Heidi?
Heidi has assured me that once again,
she will take care of us.
Yes. She's grand. All right. Connie Trussbach.
Hey.
Connie Trussbach. Call, text. Let Heidi know. Email Miss Heidi at permanentgatherings.us.
So she can ship your prize.
Yes. Address, please. Kathleen Williams, Kathy Williams, and Linda Gillespie.
All right. Congratulations, winners.
Yes.
All right.
Awesome.
You sign off for us today.
Okay. One last time, if you're interested in this, pre-order, and get your name on the list. These things are going to be limited. I have a feeling that they're going to have a hard time keeping them in stock.
At first.
So if this is something that you're interested in, call.
Yeah.
Let's get them. Let's get them in everybody's hands.
Yep.
And the best part is we can ship them. So even if you're not local to us, hit us up. We'll ship them to you. And with that being said, always remember to clean and oil your Bernina.